Hey, welcome to Intuition Loading. I'm Kiara T. Hawkins. I'm here for energy, which can be on people, places, situations, and circumstances. Make sure you guys are being mindful of what you take in when it comes to me, other readers, the news, the people around you. Make sure that you understand that hurt people. So make sure that you are making sure that, you're doing your research on your readers, doing your research on everything else, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and start from the top. And remember, energy can be on people, places, circumstances, and situations. So get that natal chart out. Let's see where you have your sun. This is Leo energy. So make sure you look at Aquarius, which is its opposite. We're going to do, I heard three. I usually do three, but I'm hearing a few spreads. Let's start out. You got the world out here. So this is definitely telling me that this is giving, some little Empress energy here. You also got some Cancer energy going on here. But this is the final closing of something here. This is where old and new meet up. We've been talking a lot about timelines, the past and the present, meeting up. Leo energies, you have the High Priestess crossing this. So right now, this current moment, what's going on, your current energy, are two major arcanas here. You know that something is changing, something is over. You know that there's going to be a little bit of the past, but a whole lot of newness coming in here. I feel like you are grieving something here. You may be going through a reconciliation of all your memories, your emotions, and kind of just putting it all together as you get ready to let it go. You could be planning on doing this around this eclipse energy, or this could be something that naturally takes place around the eclipse, which isn't too far off. So you kind of come into that energy right now. Remember that Uranus is also going, is retrograde in Taurus. So this tells me that you could be having a change in values, a changing of value system here with this Piscean energy out here. So yes, this is like giving that release energy here. And I just said, with this being the world, I just said that looks like a full moon, and I just said this looks like the Empress here, and this is the High Priestess here. So Neptune energy here, Pisces energy out here. So this is definitely giving, like, this full moon could be helping us to release some of our past values and kind of get rid of those a little bit. I don't like that because commercials are coming on. So this tells me that this is definitely a time where you're going to want to be focused here. I like how I was just vocal about it. So you may be more vocal about, what you do and don't want, what you can and cannot tolerate at this time here. Moving forward, Leo energies, you have the Nine of Wands. This could lead to some harsh conversations. This is definitely a battle here. Look in the like in the background here where they're lining up here. You're heading something here. It's going to be on your mark, get set. If this is something to do with external people or forces, you can turn it off. Actually, I like the quiet. High Priestess energy out here with the world, it's giving a quiet energy. I tried to turn on some meditation music, but now that I'm in this Leo energy, it's feeling like everything needs to just slow down, be still, and I need to just be able to see what I need to see. I need all the facts, you know what I mean? I don't need any distractions. I don't need any fluff. I just need to know exactly what's going on here before I go ahead and pull the trigger on something. If this is a relationship, when you break up with this person, everyone's breaking up with this person. If this is a job, once you don't work in there, no one at the job is going to want to be affiliated with you. No one at the job is going to want other people at the job to know that they still know or talk to you. If this is a friendship, same thing. It doesn't matter if you were close with their friends or, their family, or if you and their sister got close. Like, once you and this person or this situation or this place cut ties with the world out here, it's done. And you kind of know that intuitively. Like, you can't kind of get rid of something in pieces or compromise or kind of work around something. Like, this is done. When it's done, it's done. So there's going to be no reason for you to bump into them, say their name, be in that area type energy here. On the outside looking in, you have the King of Wands. This is you. This also talks about someone who is actually putting their money where their mouth is. So you're actually getting up, you're going after something, and you're actually putting some movement behind it. This is somebody who's done talking here. It's giving Super Saiyan energy, Dragon Ball Z here. So there's a power up here with that energy out here where, again, I feel like this eclipse is going to give you this energy to pull the trigger. And it could be a little, I'm hearing a little violent, or a little bit physical here. So this could be physically putting something out, physically cutting someone off, physically getting a restraining order, physically getting your stuff out of your desk. But again, once things go back where they're supposed to be is what I'm hearing. If you were mixing, mingling, trial something, test running something, it's like everything's going to go back. This is like the end of that time warp energy. Remember we talked about the time warp where it feels like we had like a testing phase and then things are going to kind of go back where they're supposed to be. Uh-oh, headlights. I might have to grab a jacket or something. In the past here, the Fool here, I just talked about this. Leo energies wanted to be okay with having a trial run or a testing phase or something of that nature. And that moved, it's over here. It's moving into the World card here. So you have the Fool in the World here. So whatever cycle began is behind you here. We're at the season finale here. As above, you have the Eight of Pentacles. You see the spider energy. You could have been seeing spiders here, webs here, somebody's web of lies. Somebody's been working on themselves, putting together something that's very intricate, something very detailed, something that takes a lot of time and attention here. That's something else that's going on that's out here. That's as above here. So someone could have definitely wanted to get you. And the energy could have been that you were meant to build something or mix with something that is actually going to tie you up. You know what I mean? Even though this is the Eight of Pentacles, I'm feeling some really strong Eight of Swords energy, which talks about repetition, self-sabotage, and sometimes self-protection, cocoon energy. So below is the Tower. Now, I said originally web of lies, but I just work here. Someone was meant to lie to you, steer you the wrong way, misinform you so that you would experience this Tower and cut it off once and for all. Leo energies, I talked about this not too long ago. I can't remember if it was in a personal or if it was in a live or what we were doing, but I said that I'm the type of person who has to see it to be like done. Like I could know, like, and I'm single now and I'm much more mature, but there was a time when I was younger and when I wasn't as seasoned and as emotionally mature and when I didn't understand energy as well, I would know someone was cheating on me, know someone was lying on me, knowing someone stole something from me, but I wanted to see it. I wanted to see you with her. I wanted to hear you say it. I wanted to catch you. I wanted to go in your wallet and find my money in your purse for me to actually cut you off, because this is like, once you're done, you're done. But it just takes so much to get you there with the Eight of Pentacles. Somebody been working on it. The universe been working on you putting an end into something, but you're the type of person who literally has to get drugged in order for you to do it. And that's exactly what this is out here with the Tower coming up. You took a risk on somebody. You played the fool, you turned your head here, and here we are where you know intuitively you can no longer do that anymore. It is what it is. You see what you see. They said what they said. They did what they did. Whether this is a person, place, situation, or circumstance, again, pull your natal chart out, and it could be anything. If this is a job, it is what it is. You know what I mean? They've been using you. They're hiring someone over you with less credentials. Yes. Yes, they gave everyone a raise but you. Yes, your manager threw you under the bus. Yes, but it's like something has to really happen. Like you could be getting fired because of someone else. And now everyone's going to blackball you and act like they don't know you. But that's what it's going to take too. This is a relationship. You knew that they were cheating, but it's going to take for you to catch them in the act, see them, or a pregnancy or something of that nature for you to be like, okay, so it's real. It's again, this Piscean energy here is real. You know what I mean? Saturn, which is test, is in Pisces. So it's retrograding. So it's wiping away illusions. And these energies are harmonizing together. So at the same time that these things are being wiped away, we're about to enter Libra season because we're going to be in that cusp kind of energy when this full moon comes. And then you got an eclipse comes that's preparing us for the nodes, which talks about our universal purpose to shift over to Pisces, following our intuition. Somebody out here, not surprised here, fire energy, you want to see it to believe it, okay? How you feel about it? Knight of Pentacles here. This is what caused the Tower. You couldn't cut them off yourself, so Spirit, let it get to a point where you are just cat raggedy ass embarrassed or thrown under the bus, or it's public now. It's like, now what do you have to say? You know what I mean? Like, this is what it's come to. You know what I mean? I heard that you succumbed to this energy, okay? King of Wands right here under the Knight of Pentacles here. You kept fighting for something. This is like you waiting for someone to come. And you're waiting and you're waiting and you're waiting. And everybody's like, hey, it's time to go, Leo. We can't keep waiting. Oh, no, they coming. They coming. My lover, my friend, my co-worker, they're coming. They're going to do it. They're going to pay me. They're going to give it to me. They're going to help me. They're going to show up. They're going to change. They're going to try. And everybody's like, yo, no, they're not. And Leo energy is like, yes, they are. It takes for someone to bring you live footage of them not giving a fuck. Live footage of them moving on. Live footage of them with the new family for you to finally be like, oh, wow. Okay, I'm done. And the hopes and fears, you have the Hangman, more Piscean energy out here with the Fool. So I don't know if you guys literally have a Pisces moon or a Pisces Venus, or I don't know if Pisces is in direct correlation of wherever you have this Leo placement, if it's trining it or squaring it or what in your chart, because it looks like they're relating this energy here with the Fool out here and the Hangman, literally, and the Eight of Pentacles. It's telling me that you literally have taken a chance on someone and you've been just waiting to see what they're going to do. The problem is they did what they was going to do. What are you still waiting for? This is like a loyalty test where you like, okay, before I marry her, I just want to see what type of girl she is. I'm going to see if my homeboy can smash. He smashes. He gets it on tape. And Leo's like, wow. But if you had to do a loyalty test in the first place, you probably already had your suspicions. This is like a job, putting the camera up, saying, we know the money keeps coming up short. We know that the accountant is the only person who has a key. But we just gonna put a camera in there or mark some bills just to catch this person. There's some form of evidence out here with the Eight of Pentacles. Again, it's giving the energy of like having to see it to believe it. That's out here. And I mean, this is what it took here. And the outcome is the Ten of Wands here with the Nine of Wands. So you definitely have some type of progression here. So you're going to be fighting to put something down, fighting to release something now, fighting to sever something. And this is what that full moon is going to be helping you do. This eclipse is going to be helping you do. I don't know why it's showing its face right now, because that would be like next week. But I mean, I guess we're creeping up to it and we're already in the pre-phases of it, because I see that the foundation is being laid here. So for those of you who have been having that little thing in the back of your mind that's been pulling and nagging at you, it's on its way out. That's what we're looking at here. It's on its way out. So if you had a relationship you haven't been able to sever, or you've been feeling like, well, maybe, what if they show up? You didn't want to be the one to give up. It's about that time, buddy. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to find out that the person that you thought was a thief, or the person that everyone said was a thief, steals, get caught, goes to jail for stealing. And finally, Leo's like, okay, they're a thief. I heard y'all say it. I heard the allegations, but I just didn't want to believe it. That's kind of what this is. You heard your job was about to hire someone over your position. They were about to fire you. There was discussion about your roles and how you conducted yourself at work. But you've been here so long, things get, rumors get, things happen, rumors get spread all the time. But you're about to finally see, like, no, this is real, okay? Remember, I can't grow this channel by myself. Let's go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. Let's move to the second spread here. I am low on energy, so I didn't go live because it takes a lot to do that. And again, I'm big on giving y'all the best of me, but I'm also big too. Like, I have more, I have more engaged subscribers. You know what I mean? I'd rather have a small, good quality community where we're getting to know each other and actually becoming, friends, than to have a big channel where I don't know nobody and nobody really knows me. You know what I mean? So who says how it's going to grow? But at this point, I have a lot of people saying, yo, I pulled my chart. I'm trying to read it. I'm trying to understand. But I need you to post so I can have something to compare it to. So I respect you. I love you. I appreciate what you're doing for yourself, for your family, for the world, by becoming a better version of yourself and studying. So I'm going to get these readings out, okay? Let's go to the next spread for Leo. Just may not be able to do it live. Mending bridges is out here. Like, we talked about this. As a matter of fact, it was Sagittarius and Capricorn energies that was sharing this energy at one point, where the past meets the present. Libra energy, time warp. I heal rifts. I am a mender. That's been what you've been trying to do. You may have talked about somebody, or you could have let other people talk about somebody, but this Leo energy was definitely not trying to let go. It was your call, though, to let it go. This is your family, your spouse, your husband, your wife, your job, your pet, your child. So people could put their mouth on it, but it was ultimately up to you to make the decision here. And you have been trying to mend something, fix something, and you didn't want to be the one to pull the cord on it. Sagittarius was in their energy for a while before. Energy is neither created nor destroyed. So that energy has now moved over to Leo. Simple as that. How it's making you feel? Revealing radiance. My light illuminates the worlds. You know better. Ace of Swords here. That's that epiphany energy here. Something you've been trying to heal, you understand better now. You understand why you can't turn a hoe into a housewife. You understand why you cannot continue to work this particular job where they don't have benefits. You understand now why you can't be friends with this person because they have this behavior now. You see it. You can't keep trying to see the best in something. You can't keep trying to make something work to save face because you just don't want to admit it, because you don't want to deal with something. You don't want to clean something up. It is here. Now, there was another reading. Can't remember who it was within the last week or two. Could have been, don't remember. If I remember, I'll try to tag it below. But that reading is very universal. It talked about how you need to get up and go see something for yourself. Someone's been trying to tell you that everything's good. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about me. Someone's been keeping something close to their chest, or private is what they would refer to it as, when this is your business. This has been a part of your business here. But I'm going to be honest, Leo energies, y'all haven't been trying to crack the code or inquire for real, for real. This would be like, you know, bad co-parenting. This would be like a manager taking the word of a subordinate and not going and following up behind them or doing any type of audit. That's what this feels like. Something that is your business. You haven't considered it's your business, but it affects you. That's exactly what I'm seeing out here. Where if you have this in your chart, this affects you. And you haven't really been looking into it the way that you needed to look into it, but here it is. Because whatever this is, it's like saying that's none of my business, but at the same time, you're also having to protect it, compensate for it, you know, follow up on it. It is your business, but it's half-ass your business. But it's you finna find out how much it affects you at this point now that something is out. What's working in your favor is proceeding softly here. The great thing about it all, my inner power grows in moments of quietude. The great thing about it all is once you realize the aspects of a situation, you can walk away. You'll know what you cannot do. You'll know the measurements, the temperaments, the tempo of something, and you can kind of reverse out of it, or you can move accordingly. Because right now you don't know. You're just speculating and you're just assuming. But once you actually know the ins and outs of something, you'll be able to back out here. You'll know exactly what you need to do. Once you acknowledge some truth out here with this revealing radiance here, you're going to stop trying to work on something. You're going to realize, oh, I didn't know that there was addiction involved. So that, okay, yeah, you know, that's going to take a bigger team, more time. That's going to take like counseling and rehabilitation. You know, okay, I don't have enough capacity for that. Let me go about my business. You know what I mean? It's, again, not failing someone, but it's like someone is going on a different path in a different direction, and it's going to require so much more of you than you either A, have, or B, need to have. You may not have the energy for it, or it may literally be none of your business. You can make it be none of your business at this point. You know what I mean? So it's like, I just literally, perfect example, I had a lot of business I needed, quote unquote, help with. No, I didn't. I didn't need the help. I just wanted the help. I liked having the help. But once I did some investigation on the people person, whatever, you know, system that I had in place, I was able to say, I don't really need this. As long as I'm holding on to this and saying it's my team, my work, my system, then it's part of my business. Once I investigated and saw that this ain't really helping me, I severed it, and now it was none of my business. Now, those people, places, circumstances, situations are still trying to call me and say, hey, can I get some help? Blah, blah, blah. No, I have to dedicate my time and attention to my team, to my company, to my personal progression and growth for me and my family. So I'm not going to be able to assist you with that. And they're like, I thought I was a part of that. You were up until this point, and since we made this decision to go in these two separate directions, I don't have to worry about that anymore. It would be different if you were a part of the situation, but at this point, and you were, so I was, but now you're not, so I can go ahead and reverse up out of that, right? What's working against you is exceeding expectations out here with this mending bridges here. You gave someone the benefit of doubt. You thought someone would do the right thing or be something that they were not because you wanted it. You was like, isn't that common sense? I had this conversation with a cousin of mine about another cousin. I said, hey, you're about to see them do some really ugly things, some very, nasty things that they're going to regret later on, but there's nothing you can do about it. Now, you can voice yourself and you can push the issue as long as you can, but do not get physical. Do not risk your licenses. Do not risk your life trying to force someone, a grown person at that, to do something that they don't want to do. At that point, you just need to proceed softly. Now you see how they're going to move back up out of it and take care of yourself. They're going to regret it later on down the line, but that's on them. That's the path they chose. That's their decision. But if you sit there and try to push an issue and try to make someone do something, now you're actually adding fuel to the fire, and you're the problem because they're doing what they want to do. They're happy. Now you're the problem, because now you're trying to force a situation. How about you go do what makes you happy? At the root of it all is soaring into joy, You just want to be happy. You want to be happy. You want everyone to be happy. Childlike wonder fills my life. This tells me there's a naivete around some type of person, place, situation, or circumstances. Like, I thought everyone did this, or how could they do this? I thought this, or I thought people this. I thought everyone had this relationship with their mother or father, or mother or father, or the children, the mother or father of their children. I thought everyone had this relationship with their husband or wife. I thought everyone had this situation at their job. I thought everyone knew XYZ at this age. That's a naivete that's being disrupted here around wherever you have Leo in your chart. No, everyone has not had the same experiences. Everyone does not want the same experiences. Everyone has not set themselves up to get the same experiences. You have to be in the right, place at the right time in order for certain opportunities to come along. These people have not went there, and nor are they interested. They're not even heading that direction. So I'm sorry. This is like someone growing up in a 2-parent home versus a person growing up in a 1-parent home saying, I thought everyone's parents were married. No, everyone's parents are not married. I thought everyone's mom did disciplining like this. I thought every relationship, the guy was supposed to do this or the woman was supposed to do that. I thought all friends, I thought when you're friends with someone, you're supposed to XYZ. That's not necessarily the case. That's the naivete that's being broken up, because that's why you've been sitting here with this expectation trying to put something together that just doesn't work, okay? And the outcome is cultivating prosperity here. You're going to choose to work on what's abundant for you. The abundance of the universe is pouring into my life. You just don't have time for this. There are other avenues for you to take that do not consume you in the way that this one does. This is like poison. It feels like dead weight. It feels like something that needs to be severed. I said that before. You're going to realize there's a better way to go about something or do something. It could be substituting something, plugging something in. It could be removing something, replacing something. But you're going to realize that this particular person, place, situation, or circumstance is just not it. This would be like, instead of trying to fix a car, just getting a new one. Instead of trying to work something out with HR, just putting your resume out and relocating or transferring offices. This would be like, instead of trying to fix a house or working something out with the rent, maybe it's just time to relocate and move altogether. Fresh start. Instead of trying to do this job, maybe I should just transfer my industry. I like this better at this point. I do better at this point. I don't want to have to go back to school. I'd rather just move over here where I can use my past skills, my previous background, that type of energy. Remember to get your natal chart out and see what's going on. But for the most part, again, try to look at the thumbnails and just see where the storyline is. And that should tell you everything. This is your final spread. I can't grow the channel on my own. So make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you're careful about what you consume from me, from other readers, from your friends, families. Make sure you try to do everything positive. And don't try to give people the benefit of the doubt. Check out that Cancer reading. It's a two-way street here. I have to go work on myself to be here for you, and you have to work on yourself to be able to show up to receive the message the same way, okay? This isn't necessarily tarot. This isn't necessarily spirituality or religion. This is just the best way that I know how to talk to you about being a better person from experience, and this is just a better way that I know how to articulate what I'm feeling in my heart that I think will be useful for you, okay? Connect is out here. So I feel like you're trying to build some type of community. I feel like there is some type of soul tie that needs to be severed. There is some type of karmic lesson that's learned, and you need to go ahead and connect with the information, connect the experience into your soul cord, plug it into your Akashic record, and it's time to kick rocks, okay? Why are we having this conversation here? Because you believe in something that is not real here. You're being asked to fully believe in yourself and your dreams. That's the thing, though. You over believed in your dreams because you connected to someone. This could definitely give me root chakra energy, sacral chakra energy, solar plexus, so lower chakras. You could also be dealing with a Cancer, or you could have Cancer in your chart. This could be a mother. This could be someone in a mothering energy, so a child's mother, grandmother. This could be someone that your grandmother, mother, child's mother was connected to that made you kind of feel like obligated here. Like maybe you didn't want to hurt your spouse's parent because they were nice to you, but you and your spouse just not doing it. Or maybe your mom really like someone or dislike someone, so you're going through this situation. But with this believe here, with this connect here, you've been trying to stay rooted in something here because you had a preconceived belief about it. So now it's not an opinion, it's a conviction at this point. You believe it. It's not your opinion anymore. It's something you're living by. It's something that you're preaching, teaching, and you're moving around about. This needs to be broken up because this has you stuck to something, someone. This is like, oh, If you're married, you can't get a divorce. Okay, well, this could be somebody whooping your ass or cheating. You know what I mean? Doing some otherworldly things that are not necessarily, that are dangerous at this point. And you're like, can't get divorced. I'm against it. I'm not taught that. Can't get away. This would be like a toxic or a dangerous spouse. So now they're a threat to your children, whether this is emotional, social, physical, mentally, spiritually, whatever. This is like having a toxic parent around children and just saying, well, that's their parent. At some point, you have to wake up and realize that there's different levels of your belief system. But this is like saying, and you see it all the time on the news where it's like, oh, this child passed while in custody of this parent, and there's already these allegations, and the dad didn't want the child to go with the mom, and then the child went with the mom and came up missing. It's that type of energy though. But the dad was like, but it was her mom, or it was her dad, or or it was the grandmother, or what was her cousin? I didn't think they would do it. That's this preconceived type energy, Well, I was at work. I didn't think that, or I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna say something very controversial. I was at school. I didn't think they would come in here and have a unaliving event, but because I'm at school, I'm safe, right? This is being aware that something or things are not always as they seem, and that they're not concrete. Things adjust and they move, and we need to do so as well. While we're talking about this, because the full energy is out here, fresh start. You had the full, then you had the world, and then you had this battle coming up, this transition coming up. It's leading to a fresh start. So if you got the fool in the world, that's one cycle. Well, there's a new cycle. Nothing ends. Energy is neither created nor destroyed. It cycles and cycles. So if something started and something ended, then fresh start, something's about to start again here. But again, you can't take this belief system with you. You know that too, but the world is kind of like the energy, the universe is kind of shaking you up here. If you thought that you understood something, or you were already contemplating or ruminating over something, it's about to hit you smack in the face, and you're going to know, okay, got it. Now, if you work with this energy, healing is out here, literally. This is the ancestor hand here. You could be breaking generational curses. You could be doing something that's going to set the standard or example for your bloodline. So for your siblings, if you're an older sibling or a younger sibling, you're literally just setting a new standard for people around you, family, friends, for your children. You could just definitely, the reinvention of self is going to help to reinvent those around you with this healing energy. Check out Aquarius. That's coming up next. And then the outcome of this energy is compassion. The compassion that you've been given to others and external events here, because you had this belief system. It's time for you to give it to yourself. On the bottom of the deck, you have asked for help, align, and manifest. Y'all prayed for something, and now it's coming in. But first, there's a slowdown here. There's a pause to see how brave you are and how hard you're willing to work for this abundance. And what you're being asked is to detach from something and change literally your mindset here to get this resolution here. And Spirit is about to give you a situation, circumstance. It's about to give you an event that's going to allow you to release something that you've been trying to release for quite some time. But the choice is yours here with Create. You can choose to take this situation as a reason to leave or a reason to stay. You know what happens when you stay. You know that you know what happens when you stay, because you've had events and circumstances and experiences. You have an intuitive inkling about what's going to happen when you leave, but it's up to you here with check in and receive. You just need to go ahead and meditate and pray. And again, how do you feel? What do you feel is coming? Do you feel like you should stay or go? It's going to be completely up to you with miracles and have faith. Patience is here with listen. It will be in your best interest here to slow down, look around, and pay attention. The answer is right in front of you, okay? This is what I have for Leo energies. I love you all, sincerely. Wherever you have this in your chart, it's not a good or bad thing. This is just life. You know what I mean? We're just lifing, okay? Allow on the bottom of the deck here. So I'm going to go ahead, if you would allow me, to go over to Aquarius and get the other side. That'll give you advice, background information. That's going to be over there. Mwah. Until we meet again, keep growing.